I think I just want to make sure I vote every year. I think in the past I've only done it every 4 years, and I think that's part of something I'd like to do differently.
Back to our Election Day coverage. Voters have been at the polls most of the day, and although we're not casting ballots for president or governor this year, there are some important races with big impacts on local communities.
We do have team coverage for you tonight. All Minneapolis City Council seats are up for grabs, and so are many in St. Paul, and our Corin Hoggard will have that story for us.
But first, let's start with Karen Scullin, where voters are deciding on a sales tax increase. Karen?
Well, yeah, this is a big issue to a lot of voters we spoke to today. Basically, the vote is to increase the sales tax, and if this passes in St. Paul would have the highest sales tax in the entire state. That was a big deal to a lot of people. Now, this would put the sales tax right nearly at 10%, generating just under $1 billion over the next 20 years. The increase would create $738 million that would be used to fix 44 miles of roads in the city. Another $246 million of the money would go to repair or fix up rec centers, build a new rec center, and upgrade parks. Now, at the polls, this was a big issue on the minds of many, and political analyst David Schultz says this is actually a really interesting issue to watch today.
This is something near and dear to Mayor Carter, opposed by the Chamber of Commerce. It'll be curious again to see in a situation where there is a small number of voters turning out, how does this play out? If it were to pass, St. Paul would by far have the highest sales tax in the state of Minnesota.
Yeah, so a small number of people making a pretty big decision today. Now, last week, a number of politicians, union leaders, business owners, and others came out to support the measure, saying the increase would make the city better and more appealing. But the Chamber of Commerce says not so fast. It believes the money to repair roads should come out of the existing budget, and that the higher tax rate will chase consumers away to other cities and negatively impact those who can least afford it. In any case, we'll find out a little bit later tonight whether the sales tax increase is passed. We're live in St. Paul. Karen Scullin, Fox 9.
All right, Karen, thank you. And St. Paul, not the only city debating a sales tax increase. Bloomington voters face 3 questions about increasing the sales tax there to raise money for a community health and wellness center, improving the Bloomington Ice Garden, and restoring 9 Mile Creek. And Mounds View is asking for a 1.5% increase to expand its community center. Also tonight, Golden Valley is requesting tax hikes for a new public works building and a new police and fire headquarters. Fox 9's Paul Bloom will have much more on that from Golden Valley coming up here at 5:30.